Hi, I'm Christine Weber. Today we're going to work with adding some Qigong to your chair yoga classes. So I realize that Qigong comes from the Chinese system and yoga comes from the Indian system, and they're very separate systems in terms of the way they think about the world and how they employ the practices. And Qigong is something that I started studying, oh gosh, almost 30, 40, almost 40 years ago. And Qigong fits very nicely into some yoga classes, especially chair yoga classes, because it's easeful, it's very subtle, and it gives our students a sense of having some agency over their energy, over the biofield. You're working essentially with the biofield, the biomagnetic and bioelectric energies of the body. And as you start to sort of tune into them, it gives you a sense of, oh, I can do something about my energy. So they're lovely to add to yoga classes. So today, the practice I'm going to show you today is I call it playing with the Qi ball, which I know sounds like some kind of 70s hors d'oeuvre, a cheese ball, but it's really starting to feel that energy in your hands, because everybody's hands, particularly the hands, they're so sensitive and so capable of tuning into these energies because they're so highly enervated. And we can use them to kind of play with this idea of the Qi ball, to kind of feel the Qi in your hands. And I'm doing it right now, and you're welcome to join me. And then to play with it and have some fun with it. And I love to have fun in my chair yoga classes. So the way that I'll start with is bring your hands together. You can close your eyes and then separate them a little bit. And see if you can feel something kind of almost a little sticky, or it may have a sense of kind of your hands want to push away from each other. So they get close without touching. You can close your eyes as you do this, because for some people that's helpful. And then we'll kind of imagine, it's okay to use your imagination. Imagine that ball getting a little rounder and bigger, like you're just playing with a ball of energy dough, if you like, making the dough a little bit more coherent, a little more palpable. So you're feeling it between your hands. And then, so there's lots of things you can do with this ball. So one of them is you can take the ball and hold it in your hands and imagine you're splitting it in two as you open. So, or kind of like a rainbow. You could do that too. And then exhale and bring it back together. So inhale, split it in two and open it. And gather more energy, and exhale and bring it back together and feel the ball get bigger. So that's a simple one. Inhale, open, and exhale, close. Another one you can do with it is inhale, lift the ball up, and exhale and push the ball down as if it's got a little bit of resistance against your hands. So inhale, lift that ball up, and kind of turn your hands. And exhale and push that ball down. So that's another fun one, simple one to play with. Another way I like to go horizontal with this is I'm going to have my Qi ball, and then my left hand is going to turn down and hold it, and my right hand is going to go up. And then exhale back to the ball again. So kind of making like yin and yang symbols here. Inhale, my left hand goes up, my right hand goes down. So, and that's really good for your brain, trying to figure that stuff out. So I'll do that one again. So the left hand goes down, the right hand is up. You can look at the right hand, look at the hand that's up. There's all sorts of interesting and good stuff going on there, but you keep the visualization strong of creating that energy and increasing that energy in your hand. And are you starting to feel it a little bit? And that's okay to feel it. It's not, it's not out there stuff. Like, it's very well known scientifically that the body creates electric and magnetic energy, largely through the nervous system. But there's also other mechanisms. Okay, so I think I did that one 3 times, which is fine. And then we'll come back to the ball. So you always come back to the ball, and now does your ball feel a little different? Does it feel a little bit stronger? Now, I also love to play with things like when I'm in a class and we're in a circle, so we can look at somebody across the circle and throw the ball to them, and they throw their ball and catch their ball. So like find somebody else and throw the ball and catch their ball. Just like silly but fun, kind of like we're exchanging energy. Another person and catch the ball. So that's another way to play with it and make it more interactive. Okay, so now I got my Qi ball here. Let's see, a couple other things you could do with the Qi ball is one hand goes up, the other hand goes down. So this is the name of this one is separating the heavens and the earth. And then you come back to your ball. And then the other hand goes up and one hand pushes. So the hands like push into the heavens and the earth. And you can visualize I'm sort of gathering the energy from the heavens and the earth into my Qi ball. So the longer you spend doing these kind of fun, different things with it, the stronger the feeling of the energy grows because you're tuning into it. You know, you're paying attention to it. And a lot of people haven't paid attention to any idea where they think like, oh, other people have healing energy in their hands, but I don't. But actually, everyone does. Now, here's some different things you can do with the Qi ball once you've got, you've played with it. Some healing energy. So you take the Qi ball and you take a deep breath and put it into your belly. And kind of imagine your belly filling up with the Qi. And you can do a couple of deep breaths here if you like. You can take your Qi ball energy again and then take a deep breath and bring it into your heart. Another breath. And just imagine you're flooding that area with the healing energy of your hands, which this is powerful. Like if somebody has stuff going on, they've got COPD or I don't want to say something that serious, but they have like a cold, for example, and we ask them to do it. I'm always walking that line between trying not to say like this stuff is going to cure you. Obviously, I'm not saying that, but I have to be really careful the way that I talk. So like, oh, if your lungs are feeling a little congested, imagine you're giving us some energy, or your digestion's been a little off. So I'm not going to say like it's going to cure your Crohn's disease, right? But here we could put a little energy and soothe your digestion. That's totally fine. Another one I like to do with the Qi ball is the eyes and the face. So deep breath here. And you're bringing all that healing energy into your eyes, your face, maybe your brain. Maybe you want to do brain energy. And of course, these are all chakras too. And then another one I like to do is crown of the head. And just imagine you're pouring all that energy down the central channel or the central nervous system. So those are some fun ways to play with the Qi ball. If you've played with the Qi ball before and you want to add something in the comments, I really appreciate that. Go right ahead. And please let me know what other videos you'd like me to make about chair yoga or yoga practice in general. I love teaching. I teach all kinds of yoga. I don't just teach chair practices, but let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.